No song. Everybody sing the
No.
song. No. Don't touch me
No.
there. This is my no
This is my
square.
no square.
No, don't touch me there. This is
There's
my
the
no
door.
square.
Get out.
My no
There's
square.
the.
Is it though? All right.
See, I'm hip, guys. I'm hip. I get references.
No, don't
Touch me there. This is my
Dude,
no square.
yesterday I talked you out of him.
Okay. All right. Hey, I'll make an appointment to watch that.
Sure you will.
You better. You better.
So welcome to Is It Though or What Up? So both logos are on the screen because this may be for Tuesday, Wednesday, or Friday because I don't know because we're recording a lot of podcasts right now because the power went out and we're finally back and no, don't touch me there. All right.
No.
All right, let me introduce everybody. So basically, this is going to be hashtag an open discussion podcast. We're just going to talk and be a distraction from all the negative stuff. So to my left is Kenneth.
I'm
That's
up.
right. That's right.
I'm above you.
Okay,
pointing
well
at
on my screen, you're right here. Okay.
On my screen.
Anyways,
Well, yeah, whatever.
okay, we'll fix it in post. And then below me is Rai Rai, the legend of the Philippines. And then we have a newcomer, the yellow screen, Aaron, aka
What up?
What Up?
What up?
So this podcast can be called Me and the Kids. So being the adult in this room, I'm making it.
What?
Hold up.
Hold up.
Okay, what's up?
Are you Kenneth is a kid? Are you serious?
Well, to be fair,
Excuse me?
to be fair,
I'm gonna be 22 in July.
I'm gonna be 30 next week. So
Okay.
it's Trey and the kids. Trey and the kids.
Okay. All right.
So
Man.
get him out.
The door is wide open.
Podcast is over. Podcast is over. Okay, bye, guys. Bye. So so I'll start with the first question. This question I want to know, and this question is gonna be for Aaron, Bruma. So Aaron,
Okay.
I watched you and Kenny over here grow up, essentially, not in a creepy way. No, don't touch me there. But I want to know: do you remember Kenny and Kevin using you as a punching bag constantly? Because every time I would go over, they would always use you as a punching bag. Do you remember that, Puma?
Every single day when I would be over there. Every day. Even the Legend 42.
Jesus, Kenneth.
One time Legend 42 dislocated my shoulder one.
All of you. All of you.
Allegedly, as his part-time lawyer, allegedly.
All of you. All of you are bullies. You guys are bullies. I've heard enough. You guys are bullies.
No, stay right.
You guys are bullies.
So,
Listen. There's a reason.
is there a reason you still look at your cousin's shoulder? Yeah, what's the reason?
There's a reason of you guys using him as a punching bag.
Well, the reason that happened was cause me and 42 we were just messing around in the room, right? We're like we would just wrestle, like me and him,
Yeah.
and so one day I guess he was doing it a little too hard, right? So don't be sus.
So besides, just
So then,
move past it. Move past it. Keep talking.
yeah.
So
So
wrong.
then, I guess I don't know what happened. Like, I think he got me in an arm bar or something, and like my shoulder just went, pop, and then I couldn't move my neck for like the rest of the week.
Jesus.
In all fairness, we relocated it. Okay, you didn't have to go to the hospital.
He
We
relocated it, yep.
for you.
Well, that's what we
Quote
do.
unquote relocated. Quote
Relocated.
unquote. Quotation marks.
Relocated.
Yeah, I would feel bad because, like, man, I would go over and me, 42, we walk through the den area and they would walk to the left of the room. And then the living room, I just see Kevin and Kenneth just allegedly to Aaron Pluma, allegedly.
Bullies. 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 Bullies.
I remember, well, to be fair, it wasn't fists. I remember y'all had like boxing mitts. You had mitts and the helmets on.
Exactly.
So
Well, because at the time, at that time, you're at the age where you just wanted to take us on and see how well you feel.
Yeah.
many fights in the trampoline. I remember that, many fights in the trampoline.
Exactly. But remember that time Kevin got launched off of the trampoline?
I don't think I was there. Was this
No.
Because y'all had the nets up, right? Or was that after he fell off?
No, we took the nets down.
Oh. Yeah, I wasn't there for that.
No, but at the time, Ron had to thought he was all macho, taking his shirt off and all that.
Well, to be fair, you all did. You all did. Don't try to throw your cousin under the butt there. You all did.
I mean, I tried keeping my shirt on, but
No. Kevin was, if anything, Kevin was the one. You were just like, well, what up? Let's go.
Let's do it.
I forgot.
But no, I don't just tried to take us both on, and then he was small, so I do feel a little bad about that, but at the same time, it was like
A little. Only a little. Only a little.
don't mess with us. We'll take you down, little kid.
I was like so small. I was so small to compare how I am right now. Like
Yeah.
You were
so small.
up here.
I was
and
like
you
maybe
thought we were
90
down
pounds.
Here.
90 pounds after a Whataburger day. If he was lucky.
After water brigade.
All right, who's up for the next question? Who's next?
Trey, I got a deep question for you over here.
Oh,
I'll go
no.
get him out of the way.
All
Trey,
right.
I gotta ask.
I have
What
an
does
answer.
it take to get into streaming and all that on YouTube, Facebook, etc.? Like, what's your setup and like, how do you do it?
Like, you mean like at a technical standpoint or a personal standpoint?
Both.
Technical, it's not too hard. I mean, you could do it right now. All you have is like, all you need to do basically, it's really simple to do. Set up. Like, you don't need a professional microphone like I got. You can just use your basic headphones and a simple program, just record the game. So that part's the easy part. The hardest part is finding the confidence and holding on to the passion when you're streaming, because sometimes when you're streaming, there may not be somebody in the chat. There may not be anybody watching your podcast. You got to have that confidence and understanding, like, okay, I'm doing this because I want to do this. I don't have to do this. When you're doing something you love, you don't think about that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because if you start streaming and you don't see anybody there, you could get so discouraged, and real quick, you're just like, yeah, I don't want to do this anymore. You just gotta keep doing it.
I stream myself, and every single time I find nobody in my chat, but there's an occasion that one of my friends hops in and we just talk. Like,
Yeah. It's a vibe. Like, you set the tone with your vibe. Like, if you're streaming and you're like, don't want to do it, people can read it on the screen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the vibe you put out. Like, if you're like, okay, let's go have a good time, people can say, okay, cool, let's have a good time. But if you're just like this the entire time, nobody's gonna watch. You know what I'm saying? Or if, like, you know what I mean? You just gotta like have that confidence and like, and just block out the negativity and just like understand why you want to do this. You know?
Next thing up, Trey does ASMR.
To be fair, I want to do that, like an ASMR podcast, like, but this whole vid stuff ruined everything. So I would like to do, but I can't, like, myself personally, I can't do the ASMR stuff. I can't listen to that stuff. It's like,
It tinkles your ears.
yeah, it's like, I can't, when someone's whispering in your ear like this, you just want to keep doing this. It's like, I can't.
What you got over there?
It's like, it's like, real estate. I'm opening up this kind of drink. Listen. It's good.
ooh,
Woo! Damn.
All right. Let's see. All right, Pluma, you're up.
I really don't have any questions.
He didn't think this through. Ladies and gentlemen, he wasn't ready.
He wasn't ready. He was like Texas. He wasn't ready.
Wasn't ready.
All right,
Wasn't ready.
if you don't got it, we go to Rai and then come back to you.
Yeah.
All right, Rai, go ahead. Question for anybody.
So, I have a lot of questions, but
I have many answers. I studied for this test.
really now. Right,
No, not really.
Trey.
Yes.
What was I forgot. I forgot my question.
Hey,
What
Hey.
is it again?
pass the test. Hey.
Hey, he did it. All right, Luma.
All right, back to you.
Okay.
What?
What?
Like,
What?
okay, Trey, like, I have a question. Okay, ready?
All right, I have an answer.
Okay. Like, what is your motivation to like work hard? Like, through like your streaming, through your gym, and all that stuff. Like, what's your motivation?
It's remembering two things. It's remembering where you started from, where I started from, like because like the 4-2, I went through my scumbag phase. There's a point where it's like you remember like you're low, you hit your rock bottom. You're like, I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to deal with this anymore, and you work your way out of it. And as far as like motivation of streaming, the second thing I was gonna say for streaming and everything, it's basically understanding why. The why. The why is basically why do, why I wake up. It's basically it's to make a difference. As cliche and Disney as it sounds, it's to make a difference in somebody's life. Like when I go to work and I deliver something to somebody and they smile and they're happy because it's somebody's birthday gift, and that ultimately brings somebody joy. Or when I'm streaming or podcast, I've heard stories like from Vistal, like it puts them on a more positive path and ultimately saves them from taking their own life. It's you just don't know, and that's why I do that. It's like, sure, at times, like during this week, for example, it was just hectic, crazy. At times you're stressed out, but it's like even being here on this podcast with y'all, like I'm happy to be here because it's like something I like to do, and it's like it's you know what I mean. It's like it's
Yeah,
like,
it makes you happy.
yeah, and it's like it makes the nonsense and terrible things you go through that the camera doesn't see. It makes it all worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why. I do it.
Yeah. Like it gets you away from all the negativity.
Yeah, it's basically working, understanding that, hey, if I want to like get into a better, like whatever, better things or a better life or whatever, I have to take it in my own hands. I gotta, sure, believe in the man upstairs, say a prayer, but yeah, at the end of the day, you got to get down and dirty and work hard to get a better result. You know what I'm saying? With the gym, streaming, vice versa. Told you I studied. Boom.
Damn. Okay. All right. Well, here's a difficult question.
Whoa, for you go. Right. You remember your question?
All right. Right.
Kenneth. This is for Kenneth.
All right.
I didn't study.
No. This is for Kenneth.
All right.
It's about back when I first joined the other server.
Yeah.
What did you think when I got very addicted to the Muday? What did you think? Mute.
When I first met you in the Mudai Cave, as you call it, I was pretty hooked on it myself for a while, and then it's just like life got busy and I couldn't get on it anymore. When I first met you, I was like, dang, this guy knows his stuff. Let me see what else
Legend.
he has. I pull up his info and he's got all these waifus, and I'm like, I'm not gonna beat this. You had literally 5 columns of waifus, and I was like, I only have 3.
I have 325 at the moment.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
You're at it. I might as well give you all of mine.
I say
Hold
that's
on.
easy, Katera.
But no, after getting to know you and all that, hanging out with you, texting you, especially when general chat would get hectic. All I know is you're a pretty good guy, and I'd kick it with you one day.
Aw. Alright, that's... Respect, man. Respect.
Respect. Okay,
Thank you.
tip for that. Is it my turn? Whose turn is it? My turn? Okay.
Yeah, you're-
I got a question. Another question for Pluma. Was there any more incidences that these guys hurt you? Like, was it a dislocated shoulder? Now, did they break your arm? Was it a wrist? Give you a concussion?
Your heart? Did we break your heart?
Oh, let him speak. Let him speak.
Honestly, not really. Like I enjoy like being around them because like I only have one sister and like they were like brothers to me. So like it like I enjoyed being around them, having fun with them.
Aw.
So really wasn't nothing bad.
Yeah. Builds grit. All right, Kenneth, you're up.
What?
Cards?
Your turn.
Oh, no, there's a hole in the bottom.
Is it a magic trick or?
Actually, I'm learning how to shuffle right now. I've been
Like
trying
Cupid
to-
Shuffle?
No. No, like card shuffling. You know how to shuffle cards, but it's all about hand placement. I just can't get it. Just like
You
fingers
just
and all
fell for
that.
my trap card. Okay, go ahead. If I embarrass myself with more dad jokes, go ahead.
All right. Bluma.
Mhm.
I gotta ask, in the past 6 years that I haven't talked to you, how's life been for you, man?
I mean, it's been pretty good. It's just this COVID stuff. Like, it's just I can't really see that much people now. I can't really travel anywhere now. And, like, I can't really go to school, see friends. So it's pretty hard. Like you can't talk to people, like, face to face. Like, it's just, I don't know how to say it. Like,
You're lonely. Yeah, I get it, man. I mean,
yeah.
hell, man, when I was down in the valley, I was tempted to see you, but I was like, nah, I need to stay away, because, believe it or not, I bring more harm than I do good, so. Granted, it would have been nice to see you while I was down there, but I couldn't do it. And, you're probably, 13 now, right?
15.
Oh, so you're older than Rai Rai. So Rai Rai's younger than you.
About to be 16 in March 20th.
Oh.
I'll turn 14 at March 7th.
Dang, March
I'm
7th?
like,
March. Wait, when's your birthday, Kenneth? When's your
July 27th.
March babies!
March, baby.
March, baby!
March babies!
Yeah, you do that. I'll keep some July kings, People born in July are kings.
Kings are nice, but you ever heard of March gods?
And how did you lose to me on Muda, eh? If you're a king.
Last time I saw Aaron, he was like 12 years old. So I'm like 12 or 11 years old, I think.
Bro, the last time I saw both you guys were just little.
Oh,
Little.
yeah, we were about maybe.
I think I was like 6 or maybe like 8.
I would see
10,
I would see
9.
Pluma.
Yeah, like you were 80.
I would see Pluma from time to time when they used to live over there by not to get too specific, but Cute is when he used to live there. I would see him from time to
Yeah.
time
Yeah.
with the 4-2. But you and Kenneth, I wouldn't see. Like I only saw you guys when you were like little, beating up on your cousin over there. Jesus Christ, dude.
Again, not entirely our fault.
Did your fist just fall from the sky, or? Guys, just a quick, just to break the fourth wall. I'm playing, guys. I've watched the podcast. I'm just joking. It's just jokes. He's perfectly fine. He doesn't have CTE. It's just jokes, people. These are jokes. Okay? Jesus. Some lawyer's gonna look at the transcript of this podcast. So, oh my God, this kid, you abused this kid? Oh my God.
Some parents are gonna watch this podcast.
I know. That's why I had to let me just say it's a joke, guys. Jesus.
And we're clarifying this, so yeah.
Clarifying this. I may be a small town Kentucky Fried Chicken lawyer, but let me just clarify real quick. It's a joke.
This guy.
Okay. All right.
Did you really pull that out?
Hey, I studied for the test. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Meh. All right, Pluma. All right, Pluma, you're next.
All right. This is for Rai.
Okay.
Okay. What is your? This is not like a very like personal question. It's just like what you do. Like, what is your favorite game or sport to watch and play? Like, yeah.
Okay. My favorite sport is, I'd say, football.
American football or
American football.
Really? Oh. What's your favorite team? Don't say Cowboys. Don't say Cowboys. Don't say Cowboys. Don't say Cowboys.
I don't know how to pronounce their name, but
What are the colors?
Philadelphia Eagles.
Yes!
Okay, that's fine.
Yes!
Those are trash.
No.
Oh, whoa. You have your own opinion. I don't care. All right.
Okay, keep going, right. Keep going, right.
You guys live in Texas, am I right?
Yes.
Due to the fact that about the winter storm, Manil, I'm very worried for you guys. So how you guys have been doing? Like, I've been very worried.
I'll go first. The first week my power was out Sunday. It didn't come on till Wednesday, and it was tough. I mean, it was terrible. I mean, like all my food spoiled, but I'm just thankful that I had, my sister and her boyfriend here. Like, because if I didn't have them here, it would really suck. Because being in an apartment it was just super cold. Like it was 7 degrees outside and it was 20 degrees inside the apartment, and so you could see your breath. I'll probably post a picture. We were cooking. We're trying to cook. What are those things called? They're fried corn. They're really small.
Fried corn.
Like tortillas, really small. They're such with it. I don't know what they're called, but anyway. So yeah. What'd you say?
Call them fried tortillas.
Yeah, they're wrapped. They're rolled. They're tortilla fried rolls with chicken in them. The name escapes me right now. But yeah, we're trying to cook that in a pan. Huh?
Tostitos?
Flautas.
Not flautas. Anyway, the name's not important.
I know what you're talking about. It's like the little
Yeah.
with the start. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
I don't remember the name, but anyway, but yeah, I was cooking that over a frying pan over a lit candle. We're trying to cook that. I mean, because there was no food. Like there was no fast food. There's no pizzeria. All the roads were snow. I'm just thankful that I had them to kind of go through all that stuff. Like, because if I went to go down by myself, it would have been a nightmare. But thankfully, everything's back. The power's back. Water's back. So we're good to go. All right, can it go? How was the winter storm for you? No, you do. Yeah.
Me? Oh, okay. Well, it dropped down to -1 outside.
Yeah, because you're in Temple, right?
Yeah. Inside, it dropped to about 8 degrees, 7 degrees inside. Thank God we have a gas operated stove, so we were able to cook our meals. It's just most of the meals we had were oven based, and the oven we couldn't light the pilot light, so we were stuck.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, mainly I cooked, and I had mainly made bacon and eggs, and it came out pretty good. But we were freezing cold, and we had Gramps with us. We had the whole family in 2-bedroom apartment,
Mm-hmm.
and let's just say I mean, Kevin was with me. You can ask Kevin. We were sleeping on the floor, and the floor got cold, like cold. Not even the heater, the gas operated heater stove would not reach the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And we were without light for about 2.5 days, and then it just kept going on and off on third day and fourth day. We got it back.
Oh my gosh.
That's good.
I mean, regardless, I learned how to play rummy, so it's fun.
Not bad. Hey, Pluma, how was that for you?
It really didn't hit that bad. It's just what was going wrong was my dad's car wasn't really working because the ice, I guess, it was getting frozen to the fan, I guess, and the car really wasn't working. So we had to stay at my aunt's for a while, and then we didn't have light at my apartment, so we had to stay here. So it was just
Hello.
Hello?
Hmm?
Ultimate
Aaron?
cliffhanger. Ultimate cliffhanger. I'm on the edge of my seat here. You
Me
good?
too. I
Alright.
mean, from what I heard reports that the cold didn't really hit the valley that hard.
Well, to put it in perspective, for Rai Rai over here, all the way in the Philippines, the legend, Kenny over here is like near the top of Texas. Then I'm more central, where Pluma's at. Aaron is like the very tip of Texas, very down south. That's where we are in relation to Texas. Aaron, you there? You still there? You good?
yeah, I'm studying.
Okay, but yeah, that makes any sense.
I'm lucky I live in a country that never snows.
You
Never
say
It never
snows.
snowed here in Texas.
Right. You say that now, but I was just saying. I saw on the news the other day it was snowing in Saudi Arabia. So you never know, the Philippines might get some snow. You never know.
No.
Global warming.
Please, no. Please, no. Please.
So okay, whose question is it? Is it my? Oh, it's my question. Okay.
Your turn.
So this question is for Rai. So Rai. How do you manage it? Because like just here, like your schedule, you run a cafe, you go to school, you play guitar, you play piano, all these things. Like you legit work, and you're younger than all of us. So how do you manage it all? Is it just lots of coffee?
Okay. How do I manage? First thing about school, I finish the modules first before I go into any other things like playing games or podcasting with you guys. That's why I'm here with you guys right now. I finish my modules first before I do anything else. So, and second thing, the cafe, I have a specific day that I need to take care of the cafe. Today is what is it today? It's Monday, and I
Right.
work Monday, Thursday, and Saturday.
Right, because it's Monday for you, right? Okay.
Right, yeah.
And the guitar and piano, I do that on my free time.
It's like, jeez, at 13, I was just getting toothpicks stuck and running around being a kid, get a toothpick stuck in my foot. Like you're gonna have a full blown career by the time you're
Oh.
Pluma's age.
Now that you say that,
I
I saw-
saw that podcast. I could imagine what happened there. Oh my gosh.
Now that you say that, when I saw that podcast and I saw y'all talking about that, I have a story.
All right, let's
So
see.
All right, let's hear it.
That's it.
so one day I was with my fam, right? With
Yeah.
my family, and well, we're having a bonfire because I think it was cold that day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was pretty cold that day. So we're having a bonfire, and my dad was all like, "Hey, don't step on that wood. There's nails on there." And knowing me small, I didn't listen. So I guess like I stepped back and I didn't see the wood, and there was a nail, and on my left foot, it went all the way up my foot. And the bad part of the bad part is the nail was rusty.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh my gosh, I can imagine that. Oh my gosh.
What did you do?
Yeah.
What did your dad do? Did you go like, Dad, look? Or did it?
Well, the good thing was the what's it called? It's because we're at a person's house, which they're
yeah.
like friends of ours.
Yeah.
So the good thing was that she was a nurse, so she was able to like heal my leg and all that stuff. But it was just bad. Like
Where did it get
hurt so
stuck?
bad.
Did the bottom or the front part of your foot?
The bottom of my, like the back of the heel, like at the bottom of the foot. It was just bad.
Ah, God, that reminds me of my story.
Go ahead.
Oh no.
God, me and Kevin, this was when we were back on Madison. You know, that little red building.
Yeah.
So I was outside barefoot playing basketball with my neighbor, John, our neighbor.
Yeah.
Very good guy, by the way. He's in Houston. God bless his soul. So he was in his house. I was outside playing basketball, shooting hoops. And you know that little entryway that leads to the gate? Well, not really. But I was barefoot and I stepped in the grass. And then I felt a sharp pain right in the middle of my left foot.
Ooh.
And I lift my foot up, and there was a razor stuck.
Oh!
So I pull it out and toss it aside, and I was like, "Oh my God!"
Oh, God.
Kevin heard me scream and bawling my eyes out, and Kevin had to guide me inside and grab the gauze and all that. And we got Mom on the phone, and I was crying like, "I don't want to die."
Dang, razor.
Oh, a razor.
Yeah, it was a small little razor about this size, but it made a gash about this big on my foot.
Oh.
It left a scar for a bit, but whew, had to go to the hospital for that one.
I'm gonna start walking around in shoes only, never taking my shoes off.
Never stepping on wood ever again.
Never.
I'm never stepping outside barefoot ever again.
Do you have any stories like that? Have you?
Don't go outside without your shoes.
All right.
Well, honestly,
I haven't had any
wasn't.
accidents like that.
I wasn't barefoot. I had shoes on.
Oh, so through the shoe?
Yeah,
Oh.
through the shoes.
Hold up, guys. I'm gonna be right back real quick.
Yeah, I had these red Adidas. And
Oh, the Adidas, that's why.
yeah, they're Adidas, and they just go through the. Yep.
Oh, man.
And Trey, I don't get that. Why do people go for stylish shoes instead of like actual work shoes or boots?
It's called swag, bro.
It's called swag, bro.
Nah, but
You
like,
won't
look,
be so swag with a nail in your foot.
listen, no, it's like it's not. Look, this might be my old man take, but that's not swag. It's like fashion choices. Swag
Yeah.
is owning your inner essence and being who you are. Okay, that's
Yeah.
swag. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah,
swag.
and I approve of that on the shirts and all that, but not your shoes. Please. From experience,
I mean, you
why
know.
would you wear shoes that offer no protection for your foot?
Well, to be fair, when are you ever expecting a nail in a log that you might step on at a bonfire? I mean,
I expect it every day.
if you're at a construction site, then yeah, you're gonna walk around with steel-toe boots on. I mean, I get you. But if you're like, you're not gonna walk around like the mall or at a restaurant in like steel-toe boots, unless you're like a cowboy, you walk around in your boots and stuff
Guilty.
like that.
Guilty.
I mean, I get it, but it's like you want to be comfortable in your clothes. I'm saying, like, I don't walk around. Well, oh yeah, I do walk around in work shorts just because I'm used to wearing them. So I mean, you got me there. But when it comes to shoes, nah, you want to be comfortable. You want to be comfy, wumpy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like Converse or Vans or
Yeah, man. But some people like to wear Jordans, bros. You know what I'm saying? Dude, somebody wants to be like, Yeezys. You know what I'm saying? Like, haha, yeah, cool.
I don't know. I mean, I never found the appeal of Jordans. I wore Jordans and it's just.
Listen, I'm with you right there. I'm not spending more than $200 on a shoe. It's gonna be $100 or $150. That's what I'm living on shoes. I'm not spending $500 on shoes. You crazy? Yeah, crazy. You crazy?
Yeah, crazy.
All right, I think it's your turn to ask the question. Well, not Rai because I was out and about. So
Oh, my turn?
yeah, I believe it's your turn. So it's either for me
You
or
haven't
Pluma.
asked the question yet, Trey.
I did.
You
No, I think I did. Yeah, I did. I asked Pluma about
Alright,
the.
I'm back.
did? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's back.
back.
Okay, so he's back. So yeah, go ahead.
All right. Hey, Rai.
Hmm.
When I got to the other channel, what was your first impression of me?
Oh, okay.
There's a hard one.
Oh no.
She said,
It is very tough. This is very tough.
"Got him, got him."
You got me there.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
That was
I
one
really
shot.
didn't give my my first impression on anyone, but my first impression of you is that you would be like kind of laid back, very laid back. But obviously, almost every single one in the chat over there are weebs. But you're a very laid back guy, and you rarely like get very pissed off. You rarely get pissed off. Like when one time Akira asked about you and you said you better watch what you say next time. What was the deal with that?
I don't remember. When did I do that? Oh, that's right. I remember now. It's because I was joking around with Rudy, and
Shout out.
I guess I said something inappropriate that was meant for not safe for work, and well, I got warned there.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Or near Rudy?
Yeah, I think it was Rudy or Galaxian.
Lolly.
No, please, no. I don't want to deal with him.
All right, Pluma, you're up.
This is for Rai. Oh,
Again? Okay.
what do you see yourself doing in 5 years?
What do I see myself doing in 5 years?
18, right? You'll be 18.
Yeah. I see myself going into a different ass country since at 18 I have to go to college. So I'm planning to go to college somewhere else in a different country. Like that's all I'm seeing right now.
Oh, you speak
Working a
good enough
part-time
English?
job, going to classes, and I'll probably don't have enough time to like podcast with you guys in the future.
Yeah.
But I'll see.
Still be here. Still be podcasting. You know, I mean,
Nice.
definitely a lot smarter than all of us right now. All right, Robert, you up?
about you, Kenneth? What was your first impression of me when I first joined the server?
I think you already asked that question.
I think, yeah.
You already asked that question.
That's from that was the Muday
Boy,
question.
man,
The
that's
Muday.
thank you.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for asking that, right. My first impression of you was honestly, and I thought I was like, who's this freaking weeb?
Whoa. Says the weed.
Guilty. And
Bye, Trey.
It's a real bit. Hey, go ahead.
and after I got to know you, I was like, hey, this guy's actually pretty cool. And it was during a time where I just wanted to get to know everybody in the channel, and I still haven't met everybody, but I got the gist of it. And right, if you ever leave the channel, I'm gonna force you back into the channel.
Unlikely I'll leave the
It's
channel.
not the same anymore if you leave.
That's unlikely that's gonna happen. I'm never leaving any channel.
Just never
Good
leaving.
here.
Yeah, by the way, Kenneth, when you said I had 5 pages, right now I have 22. Bye, Kenneth.
Ah!
Let me check how many pages you got.
9.
That's a lot of waifus.
You have 5.
Oh, still? I'm amazed. I thought it all got Thanos. Like my phone.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I-
Go ahead.
Alright.
I can't even get a waifu to text me back. Anyways, all right. This person.
That's the question, right?
Yes, because I was gonna say like how Bruno was saying earlier about school, like you can't really see anybody. Like this is how, they communicate now through Zoom classes and stuff like this. It's like this is the new norm, at least for now. But eventually it'll go back to like in-person podcasts and everything that. But like, I mean, like a lot of things that I go through my personal life and work, like y'all, like podcasting with y'all. It's like when like hearing y'all's stories and y'all's like advice and different things, and it helps me, open my eyes and open my eye more. Like then yeah, I'm more open. You know what I'm saying? Like it helps me, and it helps you. That makes sense. It helps like like I said, I think it's like you never know who's watching behind the camera. You never know
Exactly,
what
yeah.
conversation that me or you or us having right now helps somebody that we don't know. And that I think that's pretty cool.
That's my goal. I mean, I want to help as many people as I can, and honestly, this podcast could do that.
Yeah.
And I guess now my question to you, Trey, is where do you see this podcast in 5 years or 10 years from now?
10 or 5?
Let's give it 8 years. 8 years from now.
8 years from now, we'll probably have this. If everything as far as the vid, let's say the vid is worked out, a situation is worked out. I see myself having this podcast, an in-house studio podcast with a good team behind us that I'm building up within our own community, and that we have, a regular in-person podcast, and then also using this podcast to have like meetups, like maybe down south, so we can all hang out, bring back that human action. You know what I'm saying? And just bringing, to live conversation. That's what it is. And it's kind of funny when I think about it, because like growing up and even now, I don't talk. I'm very shy. I mumble a lot. Obviously, if you saw last night, you and I, right? I can't spell. So I mean,
It's electrical.
It's a lot of things, but it's like,
If we're gonna have all right, Trey, go.
Oh no, I was saying if like even if like the podcast becomes big or not, I'm just really glad to be doing this with y'all. Really have like talk with y'all, because if not, like I don't know. I was saying, thinking about earlier, like I wouldn't know what my life would be right now if I didn't have like as with y'all. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't, because the kind of things that I've been going through off stream, it sucks. But having this conversation, talking with y'all, and being here, and having groups, having laughs, it's like it makes it all worthwhile. So I mean, yeah, 8 years, I would see myself still doing this, but more with more people and bringing more people in, and changing the world through conversation.
GG, man. I mean, damn. I
I
mean,
mean,
I studied.
wow.
yeah.
All right.
If we're gonna have like a face-to-face meetup, you guys will have to fly me down there. I'll be 21 8 years later.
Done.
Done. But
8 years later, I'll be 21.
yeah. But Trey, honestly, I love doing this. Honestly, I wish I could be on podcasts and gaming together with you a lot more because I enjoy it.
Yes.
It brings me happiness, It's
Mhm.
like, I mean,
Yeah.
it's the only thing that really comes to mind nowadays where it's just like, oh man, we got a podcast today. All right, let's do it. Let me get prepped.
Yeah. 'Cause
And
it-
this podcast has certainly reached out to me, and it's definitely reached out to others as well. But man, Trey, I enjoy doing this with you.
This this question is kind of similar for when you ask me, Trey.
Mhm.
Right lang. When you ask me, how's your schedule? You work, you stream, and you do all bunch of things. How's your schedule? How do you do that?
It's a lot of day by day. My day starts. I wake up at 6 a.m. Usually make my lunch for my work, my work shift. Get out the door by 7 o'clock. Get to work by 7:15. Won't get out of work till about 8:30 or 9. And then if it's a Monday, I'm off on Tuesday. So Monday, what I would do is, like, for example, if I'm off this Tuesday, like this podcast video right now, I would spend, if I get out like at 8 o'clock, I will spend my time editing the podcast. That will be wrapped up by like 10 o'clock. Stay up till 2 a.m. to make sure it's all uploaded and synced. Wake up at 7 a.m. on Tuesday, which is my day off. Either go to the gym real quick, come back. And if there's time to live stream, I'll live stream. Or if not, record another podcast. And then by 12, make sure everything's like description on the podcast is done, is up. Make sure it's uploaded. At 12, promote it. Make sure it's live. And then rinse and repeat for Wednesday work from 7 to 9. Thursday, 7 to 9. Friday, 7 to about 7. Get out of work. Then stream from 9. Well, stream from like 8:30 to about 10, 12. Then I'm off on the weekend, so Saturday is more like, no, I forgot a step. Wednesday or Thursday, it'll be editing another podcast, the What Up podcast, and make sure it's up, by Saturday. So I'm working while I'm at work. I'll be editing the videos allegedly, and make sure it's up for YouTube while I'm at work allegedly, and make sure it's up by 12. And then Saturday is more like, make sure everything's good and ready. Among Us ready for Saturday, and then Sunday it's meetings and make sure everything's set. Shout out to Kevin. Either meet with Kevin like over Discord or Facebook to kind of like, okay, what can we do next for the channel and everything else. So it's a lot of it's a lot of like work, but it's worth it. You know what I'm saying?
When you find
Yeah,
the time
I know
for
what you're saying.
yourself?
The time, I just
Yeah, when you find the time for yourself, like to wind down, to relax.
see that's the that's
Have some me time.
that's like my biggest issue now is like finding me time, because like when the power's off, obviously we couldn't work because the roads were all like iced out. It's kind of the main thing I'm kind of struggling right now. I'm essentially a workaholic, and that's what it is. I work constantly. I'm always like, I'm used to this and that. It's kind of like, even though there's no conflict or anything good, my brain is like, there's something wrong, even though there's nothing wrong. It's like, I don't know how to deal with free time or me time. And that's a big thing. And that's for my birthday week next week. That's what I plan on doing. It's like, hey, make sure everything's uploaded and then it's on schedule, and then just take the week off, like take a break from social media, and just be me time, because that's one thing that I need to start doing. So, but yeah, I'm still learning.
Yeah.
Still learning. Almost 30. Still learning how to do that.
Hey, it's all right. I mean, hell, I used
That's
to be a
all right.
workaholic myself, and let's just say that was not good for me being a workaholic. I was
Yeah.
practically destroying my own body by being a workaholic. So
There was a ask about Kenneth. You said at a podcast like weeks ago or a month now, you said that you used to work as a prison guard. So how was it? Working as a prison guard?
well, downtime for you. It's you're working basically a 12-hour shift. You can either choose the 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. shift, or you can choose the 6 p.m. to 6 a.m., which I was on the 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. shift. And it was always like when I would go to work, it was dark, and when I got home from work, it was dark. So it's like I didn't really get a chance to see daylight unless I was escorting an offender or running chow. Um, but main experience would be it's dangerous, and any day could be your last, and that haunts you, really does. And you can't, after working as a prison guard, after what I've seen and done, I can't just go back into society like, oh, everything's normal now. No, you see things different, and you don't, like, every few seconds you're looking back and making sure no one's behind you, or you're looking for the closest exit, or you're situationally aware all the time. That's what gets most former prison guards killed, is because of their paranoia. And I have winded down from the first time I did leave. But when I first left, being a prison guard, I was extremely paranoid. And I was looking back every 2 seconds or whatever. And when I would get on the road, I'd always stay on the outer lane just to be safe. But it's dangerous because when you're a prison guard, it morally, in the eyes of society, you're like a glorified babysitter. But in actuality, it's all you have is a little bottle of pepper spray and your fist. That's it. It's not like we're out there with cops and we have guns and we have, tasers and all that. No, we don't. And the scariest part of being a prison guard is you don't know who to trust. That was the main issue, is
Dang.
you don't know who to trust.
I got a question. Then I'll let Bluma go. Give him time to come with a question. So my question for you, Kenneth, is, how did you deal with the PTSD, you get it, the PTSD. How's it called? How do you say it? It's
PTSD.
yeah, PTSD. Yeah, how did you deal with that? Like, as you're saying, like, how did you deal with that and try to get better at winning off the paranoia?
I didn't. I didn't deal with it. Honestly, I just accepted it, and that's the whole reason why I became a nomad, was to just get away from it all. And just try to find new things to do, distract my mind, keep my mind busy, keep it off of the keep it off whatever was making me paranoid. And every time I close my eyes, it's like, you know, you relive it. And it sucks. It really does, because sometimes you'll wake up sweaty, drenched in sweat, and out of nowhere you're just bawling your eyes out. Other times you'll just get woken up by someone and say, "Hey, you all right? You were screaming," and you don't really deal with PTSD. You just sort of accept it, and
It becomes a part of you.
yeah, it never really leaves. There's no real way to deal with it. I mean, besides distracting yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you, John. That helped me reflect on who I was, and I haven't really done that lately. So I really do need to do more reflect on myself.
You're welcome, bro. Like,
Hey,
damn.
that's heavy,
That-
man. That's heavy.
I mean, Trey, this podcast it's helped me. It really has, in ways I didn't know it could.
Mm-hmm.
Let me express myself, or let me be understood, or let me reflect on myself. That's what this podcast is doing, and
Yeah. It's giving you the opportunity to vent all that stuff out, because you know.
yeah.
Oh no.
You good, right? Did it come shoot up your cafe now?
Open up.
Cops.
Is that the police?
The police.
No. That's just an ambulance. That's an ambulance. Ambulance come,
But see, that's
ambulance come by here every single day. Ambulances come by every single day.
See, but like,
That's
I
Don't-
smoke every single day.
So if you hear a siren, don't mind it.
see, I was gonna say that's the beauty
That's
of
just-
that's the beauty of a podcast. Like we can go from a heavy tension moment like that to now, the ambulance going. Then we're, you know what I'm saying it's crazy. Like that's cool, because you can't make up this moment. It's not planned. It's like that's awesome, dude. I'm like, this is what we
Yeah,
do.
damn, that's why I love this podcast.